another big PBC test. Let's just talk about having the 1 and 2 teams in the PBC now getting a chance to play each other head to head.
Yeah, Clayton's having an excellent season. Coach Link's really got them playing well. They play fast. They're really balanced. They also defensively have been really good too. Statistically they're up there in a lot of categories at both ends of the floor.
For you guys, I mean, this is one of the teams in the PBC that scores over 80 points a game. Defense, kind of where you hang your hat. What did you think about your defensive performance at USC Aiken, and what are you looking for from those guys into this week?
We had our moments. We were pretty good, and we just gave up way too many threes, in the second half that really hurt and gave them a chance to get back in the game. And Clayton shoots it really well too, so we'll have to do a much better job guarding the three-point line.
What kind of challenge is it for a team when you have the first half like you guys had at USC Aiken, and then you have to take that extended break? I mean, the momentum that you build up and all of that kind of changes into the second half. What challenges does that provide to a team?
Well, the biggest challenge is not looking at the scoreboard and just playing every possession. So, sometimes teams can get a little tentative, not play as aggressively. And on the flip side, the other team too, they've kind of got nothing to lose mentality, and they played really well to get back in the game and have a chance down the stretch. But when you whether you're up, down, whatever, just challenge for every team, every athlete is just be in the moment and play every possession.
You mentioned before that game that you wanted the tempo to be there for your offense. It seemed like in the first half, certainly to score over 50 points in the half, the tempo was there. Is that something that you like? Did you think it was one of your better tempos that you'd played the whole season?
We made shots, so that helps. We try to play up tempo. Sometimes we haven't shot it very well, but we move the ball well. They're aggressive defensively, and guys made the extra pass, and we knocked in shots.
When you look at Clayton State, what is the biggest trouble that they present to the teams that they play?
They're very good in transition. They're aggressive defensively. They force a lot of turnovers, and they're one interesting statistic. Sometimes when you force turnovers like that, some teams give up a higher percentage, but they also have a very good defensive field goal percentage. So they're long and athletic and quick, play fast, and they're very balanced offensively. So transition will be a challenge, and it's they're one of those teams that you can't really just key on one or two guys. They have 6-7 guys that can really score.
This is one of the top 3 best starts for your guys' program in conference play, and let's just talk about what it is about this team in particular that's allowed them to have so much success in your mind early on in this season.
Most games our defense has been consistent, rebounding other than a couple games. We haven't always shot it well, but I do think we're starting to get a little more rhythm offensively, moving the ball, and young guys understanding the offense, and so hopefully that'll continue to improve. But as long as defense stays consistent, that'll give us a chance.
And your guys' last home game was kind of your first time after the holiday break of having that full home crowd back. Just how excited are you to be back at Lumbee Guarantee Bank Court with all the home fans?
Yeah, our crowd's been awesome. The students, but also the community support has been tremendous, and it gives you a lot of energy.
All right, well, we're looking forward to seeing that energy on Saturday. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, leading into the return to the home contest, your team went 2-3 on the road. How do you feel about the road trip in general?
Well, the last 2 games I thought were solid, and I thought we played pretty good at times against Columbus. But Georgia Southwestern in spurts we played very well, and I thought we got it off to a good start against Aiken. Rest of the game was kind of up and down, kind of hit and miss in terms of how we played. I thought we had a very good defensive half, the first half, and then gave up 40 in the second half, so that was a little bit of a struggle. But good to get those 2 road wins and come back home to the Jones Center.
Turning to Clayton State, they're fairly middle of the road in terms of scoring offense and defense, but in other statistical categories, they're one of the tops in the PBC, and just balls taken away. They're very aggressive when it comes to taking away passes and just swatting it away. Is ball security going to be a point of emphasis?
No, obviously that's their bread and butter. Their presses are, and they mix it up. Basically, it's a man press where they'll try to run and trap you over half court. They'll mix in some 1-2-2 hard press and some 2-2-1 soft press. So they'll mix their presses a little bit, but handling double teams. handling their pressure, getting the ball out of double teams, and then attacking, handling their pressure in the half court are going to be very important and a key to the game on Saturday.
Now, of course, not something that anyone really ever expects, but they're going to have a little bit of extra rest because their game last night was postponed due to the winter weather. Is that going to be something that you're concerned about at all, or is it just going to be the focus on your team?
No, I don't think that's necessarily a factor. I think they can work both ways, depending on what you've done before those games. I think number one, and what they've done, whether their game will cancel or not, it's not going to affect us. So I don't think it'll be a factor.
Clayton State, not much of a quality three-point shooting team, only 24% across the season, and only a couple of ladies above 30% for this team. Is there going to be some more emphasis placed on clogging up the lane in general from your team defensively?
Well, I think obviously just in their past history, it's keeping the ball in front of you. They're very athletic. They can attack off the dribble. When they do that, now you got rotations. Now you got offensive rebounding opportunities. So keeping the ball in front of us will be very important. We try to do that against everyone and crowd some shooters. Our closeouts may be a little bit softer on most of the kids, but these are college basketball players. I look at some of our kids' stats and go, they're a lot better shooter than what their stats show. And so kids can get hot, kids can make shots. And so that may be something we have to adjust to during the course of the game. If somebody knocks down a couple, well, we got to close harder on them. But obviously keeping the ball in front of us defensively will be a key to the game.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.